Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today we get to talk about some fun stuff from LYS Beauty. They sent over this beautiful, look how beautiful this packaging is. This beautiful packaging of their new cream blush glow sticks. We will be swatching all of them today. I'll be sharing with you my thoughts about how they perform, longevity, and all the things. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. If you are new, I would love for you to click that subscribe button and join the Glam Girl Squad because we love to have you. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for deciding to come back and support my channel with your likes, your comments, shopping through my links, just watching this video. I do appreciate it. And I'm appreciative of having you here with me once again. So let's get right into this video. Thank you to LYS Beauty for always being so kind, so giving, and always thinking of me when you are releasing new products. They do send me their products. I'm always so grateful and thankful for them. And they have the cutest packaging. I'm so excited about this. So LYS came out with some new products, and I know that they're amazing. I've tried them, so I know that they're amazing. These are the new Higher Standards Cream Glow Blush Sticks. First of all, I love that with LYS Beauty, they're always going to name their products in a way that's going to inspire and uplift, encourage, do all the things. I absolutely love that. The brand owner, Tisha, is so beautiful. I have met her, and she's just one of those people that's out here trying to make a difference in the beauty community, make everyone feel loved and accepted and represented, but also making sure that she's creating products that have the best formula for our skin. If you have never heard of the brand, definitely check them out at Sephora. It's a Black-owned, woman-owned brand, which I also love because I love supporting my own. And I love that she was the first clean Black-owned beauty brand at Sephora. I think that's amazing. So you never have to worry about using her products and wondering if the products have ingredients in them that might harm your skin because they're not the best. Like, she's really only going to try to formulate her products with the best products. And cannot forget this, all of her products at Sephora are $25 and less. The average cost of her products is right around $15 to $20. And I've got all the ands coming. They did provide me a 20% off discount code, which I'll have linked down below. So if you go to their website, you can use that discount code and get even more money off the cheaper price that it already is. Can't beat it. Okay, so I have reviews on pretty much all of their products that I own, so definitely check out those videos if you're interested in their foundation, their other blush products. But let's get into these. I've been chatting and talking, and we want to get into the goodness that we have here. We've got all the shades in this particular packaging here, and I want to read to you high points of the product. So they are formulated with green tea extract, which is going to help soothe and hydrate the skin while reducing the appearance of redness. Watermelon seed extract will help retain the skin's moisture levels for visibly radiant, healthier looking skin. And then they're also formulated with rose hip seed oil, which is antioxidant rich with vitamins A, C, and E to help reduce the look of dark spots and improve moisture levels. We have 7 shades. 4 of them are sold at Sephora. The other 3 are sold exclusively on the LYS Beauty website, and they retail for $20. So this is a lightweight, easy to blend vegan blush stick that blesses the skin with an instant pop of color and wearable luminosity that brings life to the makeup look. Whether worn alone or alongside other complexion products, this dewy, ultra creamy formula layers perfectly to achieve a natural flush of pigment on the cheek. The stick maneuvers around the face, the nose, and the cheeks due to its signature triangular shape, signature shape of the brand, and it gives you a healthy looking glow with an effortless application. How to apply: apply the blush stick directly to the apples of the cheeks, layer it until you achieve your desired intensity. They do have a blush brush, which, do I have that? I do have it. I think I have it. I think I have the blush brush. We'll see. To blend upwards toward the hairline. It says for a more natural finish, you can underpaint with these blush sticks as well. Basically putting it on the skin and then applying your foundation on top. So here we go. The shade that I have been wearing the most, because I'll be very truthful, it's the only shade I've been wearing. I love it. I'm so sorry. It's the only shade. It's the shade I'm wearing today on my cheeks. This is the shade called Courageous. This shade is exclusively sold on LYS Beauty. We're going to start with swatching this one because it is stunning. This shade is going to be my go-to shade for the summer because I love me a orangey based blush for the summer. I get a tan, the skin is juicy, and like orange blushes just give me the extra juiciness in my tan skin. So that's why I love this. So we're wearing this today. Here is what the blush sticks look like up close. Let me show you details first. So here's gonna be the cream bronzer stick. This is one of the blush sticks. So you can see that the cream blush sticks have more of like this iridescent pink hue to it compared to the cream bronzer. But in terms of like shape of packaging and things like that, the shape is the same. Looking up close, here is the shade Courageous. And like I said, I have been using this, so that's why it does look used. And it is so beautiful. I love this like orange gold hue that this tone has. So let's do a little swatch here. These are quite pigmented and I love that. So depending on how you apply them, you can get rich pigmentation, or if you want to add a flush of color to the cheek, because like I remember one day I wore it, I think it was the first time I wore it, and I was like, okay, I don't want a lot because I don't have a lot of makeup on. What I did was I applied it on the back of my hand, then took my brush, blended it on the back of my hand, and then applied it to the cheek. You get such the beautiful flush of color. So I love that if you want to build the intensity of these cream sticks, you can, or if you want a more wash of color, just apply it that way. Or you could just apply it directly to the cheek, just do maybe one little dot and then blend that out. But they do blend very creamy. If you're familiar with their cream bronzer formula, they blend just like that. So the cream bronzers are very pigmented. Like I remember the first time I used them, I was like, whoa, I put on too much. But they blend right into the skin. So if you just keep blending, you will have no problems. They blend completely into the skin. And the brand describes Courageous as a poppy orange color. Let's get into the rest. We have the shade Unfazed. Unfazed is a berry plum. And we're gonna swatch that right there. I mean, you can see just one swipe, we're getting a really, really good amount of pigmentation. And I love that you can see like a nice sheen from these cream blush sticks. The formula is definitely going to be creamy and it's a little dewy, but it's not emollient, which is great because it's not gonna fade on the skin. These do last very well. Each time that I've worn the shade Courageous, it has lasted all day as long as I've had my makeup on, which is usually gonna be for a good 8+ hours. They don't fade, they're still there on the cheeks, and they give your skin like a really good boost of hydration. So a lot of times when I have worn the cream blush, I just haven't needed to put a highlight on. Like I feel like I'm getting enough glow from the blush sticks. You can add a highlighter, like today I have on a highlight. I'm using their highlight in the shade Brave, which is their champagne color. So beautiful. Cannot wait for some cream highlights by LYS Beauty. I mean, they haven't said anything, but I just feel like they're coming and I'm going to have them. Oh, because their powder highlights are stunning. But these cream blush sticks, I don't feel the need to have to add a highlight if I don't want to. This is going to be the shade called Bubbly. Bubbly is going to be a soft pink shade. So let's put Bubbly right here. And I love these colors. Like I love that the colors don't look the same. So if you wanted to buy a few shades of these, you can comfortably buy a few shades and feel like these are gonna all look different on my skin instead of feeling like they're gonna all end up looking the same. We have Focus right here. Focus is going to be a warm cinnamon pink. And this is a really beautiful, like, I don't know what blush shade to wear type of, oh, I know I'm gonna love this. I love tones like this when I'm like, all right, I got a full face of makeup. I'm going to put my blush on because I'm almost done and I'm like, what do I wear when my eyes are bold and my lips are bold? There you go. There you go. This is also, I can tell, going to be a really beautiful shade if you're going for cooler tone looks, as well as this other shade right here called Bubbly. Bubbly is going to be like a blue toned pink. So I think that would be great with cooler tone looks. But something about a neutral blush shade, I never was into them until like the last year or two. And I have a very great appreciation for them. We are moving on to Outgoing. Outgoing is a watermelon pink shade. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. Oh, look at that pigmentation. And you guys, these feel like butter. Like the formula glides onto my skin. Like it almost feels like lotion in the best possible way, or like a body butter. Like how those just feel like creamy on the skin. Oh, watermelon. LYS, you killed this. Killed it. Okay, moving on to Curvy. Curvy is a perfect peach. This is already, I don't even have to swatch this to already see and know this is gonna be a summer shade for me as well, because I love peachy tones in the summer. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Oh, NARS Orgasm, here we come. I'm gonna add this to my cheeks because it's just courageous. And then Curvy, and the name, I love it because I'm curvy. I am here for this. I'm here for this. Okay, and then last but definitely not least, we have Elite. And Elite is going to be a mauve shade. So let's give Elite her love. Oh, look at this. Oh, these tones, you guys, look at them. I am so here for them. And like I said, what I love is that if you wanted to buy all of these shades, you're not repeating shades from this collection. You're also not repeating shades from her matte cream formula. I have those blushes as well. You're not repeating those shades either. Oh, I'm loving this. I think this is the blush brush. It may not be, but I think it is. I think it is. We're just gonna go with it. I have a few of their brushes. They're very beautifully formulated. They're synthetic. I have their blush brush. I have their powder brush. We have concealer brush. They sent this to me. I have 2 of their foundation brushes that I purchased myself. And I have a couple of eye brushes as well. So I really like their brushes. Their face brushes, gold. Gold. So good. Okay. All right, so let's go. I said I wanted to go in with Curvy. So I'm just going to use what's on my arm because, you know, we're not going to waste product here. And you can actually see from me just blending it out on my arm that they're blending really nicely, but still quite pigmented. So let's add, let me get my mirror. Let's add, oh, look at that. Do y'all see the glow here? Do you see the glow? Oh my goodness me. These are stunning. Let's just bring her up. Let's just bring her up while we're here. Oh, I'm just here for it. Just can't tell me anything. And like I said, you do not, if you don't want to, you don't need a highlight. These shades just give it to you. They are beautiful. They're stunning. They did a great job with these. And I'm so excited. So excited for these. Okay, let me get the matte blushes that I have from them so we can do some color comparisons with the ones that I have. Just in case you have those and you're wondering like, okay, are we repeating any of these shades and we just have a dewier formula? Let's get into that. Now, I recently did a major declutter of my makeup, and I decluttered makeup that was old that I needed to just repurchase. And so I did declutter a lot of my LYS cream matte blushes because they were just beat up and old. I need to repurchase really all of them. But I do still have a couple here. And so we've got the shade called Self Love. This shade, I want to swatch it with the warm cinnamon shade called Focus because I feel like they could be similar. So here's a up close look at Self Love. This is in a matte formula that's normally sold on their website. This one that has a little shimmer to it was it was in a trio of blushes that came out this past holiday, 2023. So let's put it right here on top of Focus so we can see if there is a any similarity between the shades. And yeah, there's no similarity. I feel like Self Love has more of a mauve tone to it. Whereas Focus is leaning more like, yeah, I see more of like the reddish hue, like that cinnamon shade, versus the mauve tone of Self Love. Even though Self Love has a shimmer to it, the formula is still matte. It's not creamy, it's not dewy, which is going to be the formula of the blush sticks. And then the other shade, I only have two, guys. Sorry, I have the shade called Humble, which is this shade right here. And I'll swatch this next to, I guess, Bubbly. Yeah, Bubbly. I don't think there's any comparison whatsoever, but we'll go ahead and swatch it. And we'll put it right there. There's no comparison. So there's Bubbly, and then here is, what's the shade that I have here? Humble. So yeah, Bubbly, Humble, definitely no repetition there of shades. And even though I don't have the other shades currently with me from LYS Beauty, from the shades that I remember, there's not any similarity. Like, I was thinking this tone right here might be similar to one of the matte shades that they have, but from my memory, I don't think those tones are the same. And I'll put a picture up so you can see what I'm thinking of here. But I don't think that there's going to be a similarity between this one and then this matte tone over here. But yeah, I definitely feel like if you have some of the original tones, because the original tones I would say that they fell in the more neutral category of blush shades. You have like, you know, you had your berry tone, but there weren't any like bright poppy shades like Courageous, Watermelon. It's not Watermelon, but Outgoing, Bubbly. Like, I feel like we've got a lot more poppy shades here. And then of course the formula is different as well. So I feel like if you had the matte shades, especially the original ones, those are going to be more softer shades, neutral shades, so they're not poppy shades, and that's what we're getting with this new collection of blush sticks. And I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad they didn't just give us a dewier formula, that tones are basically the same with their matte formula and then this newer formula. So I'm here for it. Personally, I know I'm going to use these tones more than the matte shades, simply because these are blush shades that I love. Like, I love blush. I want my cheeks to pop, okay? Give it all to me, and that's what I like. So I love these bright poppy tones, and I love that the formula lasts. I love that the formula is not a balm. Like, you know, a balm has a place and a time, but I like blush to last. I like it to stay. I don't want to use, you know, I don't want to have to use a matte blush shade to allow for the cream blush to last. Like, these can stand alone, or like they said, you can underpaint with them. You can add a powder product on top. You can also set your face and add these on top. That's actually what I've been doing every time I've worn these. I put a powder down first, not because I need it to last, but that's just the routine of how I do my makeup. And these glide very beautifully on top. I just, like I said, either, for me, I mostly put them on the back of my hand and then blend it in my brush and then apply it. Have I actually put them straight on the cheeks? No, I have not put them straight on the cheeks because they're very pigmented and I don't want to get into all of that and like mess my makeup up. So I haven't applied them directly to the cheeks because I just don't want to mess my makeup up, but you could, especially if you were just wearing them on bare skin. But they did an amazing job. I highly recommend that you check them out. I'll have links for both Sephora and their brand's website down below so you can decide who you want to purchase them from. But let me know your thoughts down below. Have you tried these blush sticks? Do you think that they are blush sticks that you would go for? I want to hear all the things down in the comment section below. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad because we love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.